This is what I'm talking about. Watch this. Right here. It's 7 seconds before he can even grab his workers and put them on. This pisses me off. Because that's a really big deal, man, and it's not his fault. His computer loaded the game slower, or he got, some I'm installing an update lag, or something happened right at the beginning of the game, and he's just suddenly 5 seconds behind for no reason. It happens to me so often. Oh, StarCraft, I tell ya, they should have a little bit of a delay between when the game loads and when they they should load everything up and have the screen be black so that you can't, see, and then just kind of unpause it and show you the screen so that it looks the same to us as it always did, but you never get that little lag at the beginning. It doesn't make any sense to have lag at the beginning. Anyway, this is Nick trying the good old warden build, this thing, which has a very short URL and is 111 into Blue Flame Hellion Tank Banshee Viking Raven Marauder Marine, basically every single unit except for battle cruisers. And some of the questions I have are, if all you have is 1 Hellion and 6 Marines in a bunker at 6.5 minutes, when all of the most powerful Protoss pushes come, how do you not just die then, right? He's got, he's scouted the fast expanse, so he's going to go for a Thor push. But in general, he would have made a siege tank, and the siege tank would just be popping about now, and if Duder came with 1 Immortal and a bunch of Stalkers, this bunker has got nothing. You could maybe kill a Stalker, and then all your Marines would be dead, and then your siege tank would be dead, and you'd just be dead, wouldn't you? The same goes for Void Ray pushes. Like, the scariest Void Ray push is the, you make 2, what are they called, sentries, and, 3 Stalkers, and then 2 Void Rays. And then you just force field off the bunker like this, boom, boom, and you have the Void Ray hitting the bunker and melt it down, and now he's fully charged up, and you come up here with the Stalkers right underneath here. So any Marines that get close enough to hit the Void Rays are taking Stalker fire, and then you can bounce back with the Stalkers if you need to, and the Marines can't chase you, so you always take shield damage, you never take hull damage, and you can always bounce back, and there's nothing Terran can do to chase you away. And then any buildings near the edge are just guaranteed to be dead, and I've never seen... People have done Void Ray pushes to Nick when Nick was doing this build 3 times now, but none of them has ever done that. They've never done, like, a good Void Ray push. They always do this warp up push where you have practically no units and definitely no sentries, and you try to warp zealots onto the high ground and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know if I like that. I think the low ground Void Ray push is much scarier. But anyway, so one of the things here is where it says fast expand, right? Where is it? Fast expand right here. See, 1 gas, low energy, fast expand. And then you come over here and you say, if he fast expands, then you push with your first Thor. So Nick's like, I'm going to take my first Thor and push with it, because that's what it says on that picture. And so now the question is, can Nick kill the Protossian with his Thor push? Roar, Thor push! Thor push of doom! Prepare to meet the doom! No, it's not the doom. It's your doom. That's the Mormon pornography movie, by the way, Orgasmo. It's all about Mormon pornography. So we all know that the best pornography is the Mormon pornography. Oh, nice pickup. I liked that, but definitely losing a bunch of crap for no reason here. And then the Thors are hitting the Zealot when there's a perfectly killable thing right there that you could be hitting. Poppin' bubbles! I love it. Oh no, this Thor's dead. Get him, get him! Medevac him, medevac him! Oh, should never put a Thor on a ramp. Oh, so bad. So bad. It's okay, baby, it's okay. So now, income-wise, Nick should be ahead, but he pulled so many workers. And he hasn't dropped mules, he's 2 mules behind. Feel the burn, baby. Feel it. So now this is the same problem we had with the other Thor push game. Nick has done 2 Thor push games. And the Thor push itself kills that Nexus. It's like a free Nexus kill. Awesome. But then Nick keeps making more Thors. So you have 2 Thors or maybe 3 Thors. And dude says, Thors? Heck, I know how to beat those. Immortal! And then he just makes a bunch of Immortals. And he does a counter push, right? You have to go home at some point. You go home. He either takes his Nexus, builds up a little more dudes, and then pushes, or he just straight up pushes as soon as you go home. And now you've got a bunch of Thors against a bunch of Immortals, and you lose. So, I bet that's what's going to come. Yep, here he comes. You went home? Counter push! Counter push! We know how to kill you, Mr. Man! Alright, 3 Immortals, 3 Zealots, 5 Stalkers, 1 Sentry, Proxy Pylon, much more unit space, twice the army size of Nick. Dude, this is not good. I am dubious. 4 Immortals at this point. Mass Immortal is just so not threatening at all against somebody who's infantry heavy. Not just infantry, marine heavy. Marine with upgrade heavy. But against somebody who spent a lot of money on Thors and siege tanks and banshees, it's quite scary. I'm quite scared of it. Quite scared. This banshee should be in his base, making him warp in 2 stalkers back home to deal with it, and then those are 2 stalkers that don't get to participate in the fight. And each stalker is $175, baby, so you warp in 2 of those, that's $260. Even if the banshee just flies home, it already cost the dude more money than it would have just by being part of the fight, you know? Yeah. Oh, Snape. I love it. Transfer some of these dudes down here too. Oversaturation. Income. Nick is ahead on income, baby. He's probably been ahead on income this whole time because he knocked down that expo. I can't believe that I'm seeing what I am seeing right now. Seriously? Okay. So this is finally. How are you going to stop 5 Immortals? Huh, Mr. Thor? Can't stop 5 Immortals, it's not possible. None can defend against 5 Immortal. Oh my no. One of the primary counters to Immortal play is the fact that Immortals are damn slow. 225, you add concussive shells to a 2.25 walk speed. Everybody has a 2.25 walk speed, but when you stim, you have a much greater walk speed. And now he can't retreat, right? He wants to do some damage and then go home. You can't go home. I have stim, you cannot leave. I have concussive shells and stim. If you try to go home, you automatically lose 2 Immortals. I'm sorry. So, you know, he doesn't get to go home to macro. He misses warp-ins. Lots of cute little costs of stim and concussive shells against Immortals. Oh, and this dude that is sitting above your workers all freaking game finally warped some stuff in and got away. 21 worker kills and he got away. Aw, shit. So one of the rules of thumb: if you ever see a warp prism, even if he hasn't used it yet, you make a Viking. There you go, baby. Nick knows. Nick knows what's up. Nice. Way to be, little boy. Way to be. So Nick has had an economic edge for the whole game, and then he lost an expansion, and he lost 21 workers, and now he's way behind economically. Not way behind, he's actually almost even. Much smaller army, though. Much smaller. He must have just killed a pylon or something. No, I bet this guy killed his own pylon. That's how he rolls. He's like, I don't need pylons. What? You look at me like I need pylons, so you're looking at me wrong. Alright, he's got charge. No zealots. Okay, and a couple zealots. But they're all behind the stalkers. That's funny. So he's basically just going pure immortal. Hi, I'm going pure immortal. You're going siege tank Thor Banshee. Guess who's gonna win? This fight isn't even close. This fight is as laughable as the Stamomoma fights are, right? They're as it's as laughable as a Ghost Marine versus Immortal fight would have looked. Just no chance whatsoever. Every penny you spent on that $500 Thor and $325 Siege Tank and $300 Banshee and hundreds of dollars of Vikings Medivacs, and actually I bet they pretty heavily negate Medivacs as well, right? 22 damage, 55 against armored, so Marines with 55 health. 44 damage. Nope, they don't negate Medivacs very well, because it takes 3 shots to kill a Marine, not 2. Things that can kill Marines in 2 shots make Medivacs so much worse, because the Medivac is only going to heal it by like 7 health or 8 health in between the first shot and the next shot. And if you have 2 of them, it's just like poof, instant dead, poof, instant dead, so that Medivacs can't like heal. But this many Medivacs, really, you're counting heavily on dude having stim. If you don't have stim, you know, if you don't have stim, why the hell can I not see whether or not you have stim? Maybe you just do. No, it won't show me whether you have stim. This is crazy. Okay, now it'll show me. Yeah, you don't have stim. Oh, I don't think I'd ever TvP without stim. Stim is like the most important thing in TvP. Stim and concussive shells. Because units, the Protoss units are so expensive. Sentries and Immortals especially. So expensive, so slow. Every time he turns around, he's guaranteed to lose one, and even just losing 1 sentry, that's $150. That's like losing 3 Marines, and just by deciding to turn around. And you lose an Immortal just because you wanted to turn around, that's like $250. That's crazy. Protoss stuff is expensive. Stim, combat shields. Grit. I want to see that. That was the last tank to die, right? Let's see how many kills you got. How big is that, like? One kill. 1 kill. 2 kills. Oh, 3 kills, you guys. 3 kills. Oh, 3 kills. That's 3 kills. The whole concept of this build is to get more gas. And more gas, when you're guaranteed to max out on your minerals anyway, more gas is just more money. It's just money that you wouldn't otherwise have had. It's awesome. More gas is awesome. It gives you a bigger army. You get a bigger army than you would with the more infantry heavy build. The problem is more gas means more gas heavy units. Gas heavy units in TvP are just terrible. All of them. Every single one except Battlecruiser. And even Battlecruiser, I mean, it's not like you see those. They're probably pretty bad. So yeah. Pretty sad. Sad. Liked your Thor all in, though. It did damage, sure. And you're stuck facing Mass Immortal. Dun 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 dun. Final game. Final game to the rest.